discussed about monosaccharide, disaccharides. I am not going to talk about oligosaccharides. Directly I will move on to the polysaccharides. As I said, polysaccharides means they consist of more than 8 sugar or more than 10 sugar units in their structure. Then they are called as polysaccharides. Two types of polysaccharides, homopolysaccharide and heteropolysaccharide. Homopolysaccharides, they are made up of only one type of monosaccharide unit. Examples of homopolysaccharides include starch, glycogen, cellulose, inulin. Starch, glycogen, cellulose, they are called as glucosan because they are the polymer of glucose. The repeating unit in the starch, glycogen and cellulose is glucose, so they are called as glucosan. Whereas inulin is a homopolysaccharide made up of fructose. So the repeating unit in inulin is fructose. So it is called as fructosan. So homopolysaccharides, they play an important role in energy storage and the structural tissue formation. First example of homopolysaccharide is starch. You know, starch is a homopolysaccharide made up of glucose. This is mainly present in cereals, potato, legume, nuts, rice, all these composed of starch. Now starch is having two units in its structure, that is amylose and amylopectin. Amylose is the non-branching helical structure, whereas amylopectin is highly branched structure. 24 to 30 glucose residues are present in amylose, and all these glucose molecules are linked by alpha-1,4 glycosidic linkage, and alpha-1,6 glycosidic bonds are present at the branch points. So in this starch you can see there are two types of bondings, alpha-1,4 glycosidic bond and alpha-1,6 glycosidic bond. Now, as I said, there are two units in the starch, amylose and amylopectin. Amylose, you can see all the glucose molecules are linked by alpha-1,4 glycosidic linkage. Whereas amylopectin is having more residues and it is having some branch points. So near the branch points, the bonding is alpha-1,6 glycosidic linkage. So amylose is having all 1,4 glycosidic linkages, whereas amylopectin is having alpha-1,4 glycosidic linkage and alpha-1,6 glycosidic linkage at the branch points. This is alpha-1,6 glycosidic linkage. So amylose consists of 250 to 300 glucose residues, all are linked by 1,4 glycosidic bond and twist into helix with 6 glucose residues per the turn. Amylopectin is a main stem actually. It consists of glucose units, all are linked by alpha-1,4 glycosidic, and at the branch points it consists of alpha-1,6 glycosidic linkage. And one branch after every 24 to 30 glucose residues is seen in amylopectin, and approximately 80 branches are present in amylopectin. So this is how the helix of starch is produced with huge number. So starch helix, if you see, it is a left-handed helix. Properties of starch, if you see, starch on reaction with iodine, it gives a blue color, and this indicates this is having polysaccharides in its structure. So polysaccharides, they react with iodine and give blue color. So this is only for polysaccharides iodine test. And non-reducing property, the number of sugar groups are negligible, and hydrolysis of polysaccharides or starch yields succession compounds decreasing the molecular size. So starch can be hydrolyzed by amylase enzyme. It can be salivary amylase or pancreatic amylase. So starch can be hydrolyzed to dextrins or limit dextrins and maltose, further hydrolyzed to glucose,